Viewer discretion is advised for this video. Please take a note of that while watching. Thank you! What's up, YouTube? It's Robert here. And before you look at this black screen, welcome to what I've been working on for the past two days. This is where I usually film, but as you can see here, I have made a layout. The reason why I made this layout was because I was sick from school, so I got to stay home and experiment with my TWR. So yeah, I decided to make a layout also because I got some stuff. I want to see what I can do with the layout. There's the sky backdrop. I want to see what I can do with the layout with all my new track accusations and whatever that word is. So let's begin the tour. Before that, I am Skyping Henry's grade 15. Yes. I just have to give it out to him. He plays where most of these trains are on the layout. He told me where to put them, so yeah. Let's begin. So at Knapford Station here. Let's begin here. So here's Knapford Station. Usually here's number 1. There's number 2, but I didn't feel like having a 4 gate. So here's Knapford Station. Here's Thomas, Bertie, Percy, and Terrence. And Thomas is pulling in 92 and in Clarabelle, and Percy's pulling the Soda Mail Coach. If you take Thomas's line, you immediately hit a cross, and then this cross leads to this building here and the lifting bridge, and down here bridge is another bridge, and then here is my newest TWR item, the Switch Your Track. I also have bought a lot of TWR stuff, so I guess I'll make sure to note that. Okay, so here we have Boko pulling some trucks, and Daisy pulling the milk. And if you take where Daisy's going, you'll be heading over to Ellbridge Station right over there. Shut up, Johnny. No. Or if you take where Boko's going, you'll be going down over to Mrs. Kindly's house and into the roundhouse area. So nobody's at Tidma Sheds. I used to have Mavis there, but since it's kind of lonely, so I just moved it to one of the special engine shed joints. So we have Mavis and Diesel in a set of special engine sheds, Den and Dara in a set, and Donald and Douglas in a set. So yeah, I got 6 special engine sheds now from J. Louvier. Big shout out to him. There's people at Tidma Sheds. Here's Fergus pulling some giggling troublesome trucks, Stanley with the aquarium cars, and Derek right there. There's Derek, and behind him is some barrel cars. Now, if you take Fergus's line, it loops around the sheds, and heads to this T-switch here. It's kind of inconvenient. Here's the water refilling tank. So if you're going into Fergus's line, here we have Wellsworth Station. Oh, there goes. Someone just died. And the barrels. Here we have Wellsworth Station, with Toby pulling some milk tankers and the barrel car. And this is a nice little countryside branch line. And then we head around up to Gordon's Hill, where Gordon is, the mountain tunnel. And then he rockets down to a single stone tunnel, cuts through this area around here, and goes into Knapford Station number 2. I'm sorry for the bad lighting here, but nothing I can do about it. Sun. Stupid sun. So here is Knapford Station, Knapford Harbor, the docks, whatever you want to call it. Shut up, Johnny. So here we have, from Gordon's line, we hit switch track into Knapford Harbor, where we have Spencer and pulling a Soda Mail coach and Old Slow coach. Heading down, there's the Crosby. You head into this T-track, which goes up to the suspension bridge right over here. and that leads all the way to Henry's tunnel. But if you continue going, you end up hitting the rescue hospital and the ice cream factory. And now I don't know why Harold's at the ice cream factory. I guess it must be a bit colder there. How do you get this? I don't know. Can't see it. I know, Johnny. You can't see nothing because you already saw it. And here we have Bill pulling some soda trying to clay cars. The conductor shed. Now if you head to in the direction Bill's going, you go all the way around to the grain loader, and then you hit this switch track, this V track, and which over here we have places for some log cars to go after Henry drops off something at the sawmill dumping depot right there. And unfortunately, no one's there. I need more log cars. But here we have Wilbur pulling my remaining log cars with our logs, and here's a old-style barrel loader. If you go around, you head over to the trees on the track. I forgot to put the trees there. I lost the danger sign. But you head around, you go under the stacking railway, and then under the mountain tunnel. Now, you can either come out in two directions. You can either come out and go all the way to where Percy and Thomas are in Napper, passing this other barrel loader. Or you can go under Henry's tunnel and into my new destination, the transfer table, where Trevor and Edward are having a little chat.
And Edward is pulling some erection cookies.
Shut up, Joey! And if you keep going forward, you end up hitting Stop and Go station and going into the roundhouse. Johnny, you can go suck a dick.
And you can go to Home Depot.
I already did that. Okay, so if you take this line right here, you end up going up a hill into an elevated cross track. Then you go up another hill, and then you go to where Cody is pushing Catherine. Oh, now you start talking. If you go down this little long line, into the Tidmouth covered bridge, where there I hit something else. So uncomfortable to walk. And here we have Diesel peeping out of it, and then you loop around all the way past to Henry's tunnel. Now here we have Spam Cam pulling some soda or scrap cars and grain cars. Like I said, Johnny decided where most of the trains go, so he's kind of crazy.
Oh, shut up!
So going down, you head down to the switch track here where the transfer table is, where Edward is at, and then you go down all the way to the roundhouse. And Percy's line, I should know, also goes all the way down to the roundhouse as well, and Toby's Massacre. So yeah, now, let's see, let's go back to the docks here. This T-switch leads up this and into the suspension bridge. There's Stephanie pulling a goods train. And if you go around, you end up going around these tracks here, my shoes, and then you end up to the sawmill dumping depot where Henry is.
By the time you got to Henry...
Took me 8 minutes and 22 seconds. Yeah, but here's Henry, and then you hit the cross track, and then you go up this little viaduct where I have Duck pulling some Napford Express coaches. You go down to the double-wide iron bridge where the Flying Scotsman is, and I should note that also that Boulder is one of my new accusations as well. And the Flying Scotsman's line heads down back to the roundhouse. Now let's see if I missed any other part.
Did you get the Six prep yet?
Not yet, Johnny. Okay, so if you go back to where Stanley's line is, here he has a water tower with a buffer. And if you go over, you head to the fire station, or you can go on the switcher track. Now, either way, if you go on to Daisy's line, where Daisy's going, or the fire shed's line, you always end up at Ellbridge Station. So here's my little makeshift Ellbridge Station. Here's Ellbridge Station itself, and Ellbridge platform. One of my newer accusations, this little green pole, I had to actually have it custom made, which is kind of cool. And also, here's the pedestrian bridge track, and here's, what's that character's name? Johnny, I don't need your help right here. Alright, so here's Bear pulling a mixed express train with NAFR Crest coaches and Soderma coaches. Back here is my oldest NAFR Express coach Christmas present I got. And Sir Topham Hatt's car right there. 92 Soda Line Caboose, got this around November. And the double crossover track is from 300 Green Engine. I actually traded the surplus lighthouse from my lot, and I got this in return with the box too. I made a video about it, but unfortunately I deleted the video by accident. Johnny, quit coughing, you're ruining the video.
I'm sorry, I'm sick.
I don't care. I'm sick too, you don't see me coughing. Alright, so right here, either way you go down from this line, you can either switch tracks, but either way you always end up going towards the Sorter cargo cranes. This is also one of my newer items I got in around November.
You don't say.
Yeah, I don't say, Johnny. Now going through the Sorter cargo crane on Bear's line is crossing, go all the way down towards where under Knapford Station to where Salty is pulling a train with goods, and you can loop around to where Frank is right there pulling the youngsters' cars, waiting for Edward to spin off the transfer table. Now either you can go all the way down there, and now either if you continue on the line, you can head under the lifting bridge, the little slit made, and go onto the switch track, or Bogo's currently on. And you can even go straight into the Thomas Comes to Breakfast House, one of my newer items. And then, or you can either go back on the same line and keep it going in a giant circle unless you don't go into Knapford or switch lines or crash into the Thomas's house. But on the other line, we have, bear with me with the lighting here, we have Ben pulling the soda china clay, pushing soda china clay cars under the coal hopper. And then you eventually hit the switch track where I have James pulling a mixed goods train. There's the boat. And if you keep going down, you end up heading back to where the rescue hospital and Harold are. That's basically almost every part of my layout. We still have one more little part to go, and we can call it a video. Like here, we have Derek's Massacre. You can, like I said, there's a T-switch right here. You can go under it, and then that'll eventually lead us to my yearbook, and then over to the Soda Bay Bridges. Now you can either take a switch track to where Oliver is pulling a tanker train with Toad, and then go down through the Quarry Mine Tunnel around this little village here with fences, and then go onto the Ellbridge Station area. Or you can continue going straight to the blue Soda Bay Bridges where the Soda Railroad repair is currently doing right now. And the cool thing about it is I finally have these migrated track risers as they kind of gently coast down. You can't barely see anything, but these tracks do go under this area right here. And then you end up hitting James's freight train. So that's basically my entire layout. It's pretty cramped together and big. I might take it down soon. I'm not really interested in making an episode of my series on here.
Should.
I should, but no. It would just be way too different from what I usually produce. Even though it might look like a cool idea, dock scenes would be kind of impossible with that. Yeah. So I do have trouble walking on here, so I might take it down soon.
So make something with wood. You're Mexican.
Quit being racist, Johnny. So yeah, this is my layout video and the racist Johnny in the background. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Bye.